up everyone, this is my little hack and slash game here. It has around, I'd say maybe 17 enemies, 10 attack moves. There's also a magic staff you can use to place magic attacks on enemies. And there's a bow and arrow, which is like, it's probably the weakest weapon in the game, but the arrows are really easy to find, so that's a good thing. And they're also really, like, they shoot really fast. And yeah, and there's also the shurikens, which are my favorite, that I added to the game. They are really powerful, they do a lot of damage. If you press O and P, you can control the trajectory. Sorry. Yeah, they're a little bit more rare, they're a little harder to find. But then there's the grappling hook, which I kind of use sometimes. It's kind of like, it helps you move around faster, and you can also attack while you're using it, so that's pretty cool. But I mean, other than that, you can build walls. Like, there's like you can use them as distractions against enemies, and sometimes enemies they're coded to attack the walls to kind of get them out of their way, but I think they're really useful. Certain enemies, like fire, that use fire, they will be able to destroy the walls easier because walls are weak against fire damage. And yeah, there's two different walls you can build. There's level 1 walls, which are kind of strong, and then there's level 2 walls, which are a little stronger, but they're also more expensive. I think walls are good for people who like to kind of camp around and use ranged weapons. But yeah, I mean, the game is made more for up close and personal combat, which is why the bow, you can only aim it 4 different directions, and it's pretty easy to flank enemies and for you to get flanked in the game. But so yeah, then there's also the horse, which allows you to move around faster, and it kind of acts as like a speed power up. But whenever you like take damage, your speed power up goes away, because basically the horse gets injured, and you have to find these apples that are in crates. If you break crates, there's a chance you'll find an apple, and it will heal your horse automatically. I don't have an inventory system in my game. It's a pretty simple game, like the way you collect things or whatever. But there's also the gold system you can use to purchase upgrades for your sword, which can allow you to do more damage on your attacks. You can earn gold by killing enemies, hitting combos, finding gold in crates, conquering villages, and grinding 2 little mini games I added to the game. There was originally 3, but the third one was just way too complex, so I removed it. Anyway, gold lets you buy more arrows for your bow, magic, walls, your own soldiers, etc. One really awesome thing about my game is that you can have your own little army of soldiers that follow you around and help you fight enemies. There are currently 2 you can choose from, a swordsman and an archer. The main character of my game is like this sort of edgy conqueror guy, so I thought it makes sense that he has his own army, and it's super fun to lead these guys in a battle. My game's attack moves are all different in the way they work. The player was originally going to only have 3 attacks, but personally, me as a gamer, I get bored right away easily, and I went ahead and added 9 different attack moves to my game that was supposed to just be a simple little game that would be finished like in a month, because I'm an overachiever, perfectionist, tryhard. So anyway, let's just start with the first move. It's a simple attack button. If you tap space repeatedly while anticipating the attack, you will increase the damage slightly every time it's tapped. Now for the second move, it's a simple block that you can hold as long as you want, and it protects you from nearly everything in the game except for poison lightning and weather traps and attacks from this really powerful boss that I'll talk about in another video. And you don't even have to be facing directly at the enemy attacking you for the blocking to work. While you may be thinking this move is way too overpowered, you can't actually attack while blocking. So for move 3, it's a simple stun move that does no actual damage to enemies, but however it disables their movement and attacks. Some enemies are tougher than others, and the stun will wear off from them right away. For move 4, it's a button that you can press along with any movement key to sort of do a dash to evade attacks. The next attack you can hold, and the longer you hold it, the more damage it'll do. But I do think I set a limit to be at least like 100 on the damage or something like that. Then there's also another attack that I just call a slash. This does a random amount of damage, so it can either do 1 damage or like 100 damage. Every time you upgrade your sword, you'll be adding additional damage to this random amount. And the next move is an assassination. This move requires good positioning, good timing, and memory. You have to tap 7 10 times and then press 8 when you see the assassination icon pop up above your head to do the assassination. The game doesn't tell you how many times you press 7. You kind of just have to remember it on your own. The assassination, while hard to perform, does a very large amount of damage, but it's also very short ranged. My next move is the tackle. The tackle can knock enemies back away from you, and it's great for crowd control. And finally, my last move I'll talk about is the zigzag cut. This move is just a very simple attack that does very light damage, but it's also very fast. Anyway, that's about it for the attacks in my game. I plan on maybe adding more in the future if possible, but we'll see about that. I really wish I could have worked on this game more, but I have a full-time job and things like that just really get in the way of me doing it. Honestly, most of my content on this channel is pretty trash because I don't have much time or energy to work on anything of that much quality. But being a game designer is like my biggest goal in life right now. I've been drawing ideas I've had for games since I was like 5, and I just enjoyed making little board games just for the fun of it. But honestly, if this game doesn't do good, I guess I'll just have to like take the L. But I won't give up, as this is something that I just really want to do. I'm gonna be honest, my game's code is kind of messy, but this is because I started working on my game when I was like super new to coding still. But I've improved with time, and I regret a lot of the messy code I did back then. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please be sure to like and subscribe, as I'll be trying to upload more quality content in the future.